Bleak, keep it 100. Keep it 100.
Yeah.
Because I felt the little tension or whatever. And I know I kind of was speeding. When I sit back, I'm older now, and I look back and think about it. I said, Dame told me something, and maybe he didn't want me to speak about it yet. But what was the vibe when he said, yo, and I announced it, J. Cho, I think I'm going to make Cam the president of Rockefeller.
That's where the hate came.
That's where it went left.
That's why I was like, what? The fuck? What just happened? Like I with homie, he's doing his thing, but the president?
But I have things that I want to say, and I think I want to talk clearly, so I'm not going to sit here and grit my teeth all day. And I don't care. Get your jokes. But know that right now I'm in my dentist office, and tomorrow I'm getting a surgery. And hopefully by the time y'all see this, I'll have some new teeth. You know, Cam has been talking a lot. Sometimes it's complimentary, but a lot of times there's things that I don't think that we should be speaking about publicly. And I can't, he won't, like I haven't called him a lot, but when I did call, he doesn't pick up. And I think he's publicly said he doesn't pick up my calls if I call because he can't win this argument with me or you. But I'm very surprised. This isn't the Cam that I know or co-sign. You know, this thing I saw, because you brought it up, about you talking to Memphis Bleak on your platform about the presidency of Rockefeller. Number one, it was the vice presidency that we spoke about. But all we did was have a conversation between someone that I respected to be able to have a real conversation with. Until I got to talk to the rest of my crew about it, it's just called talking ideas. And where I'm from, it's not thorough to have a really private conversation and go to the radio and tell everybody before everyone else knows. Now, I just thought you were young, and I didn't even let you know, but I think you know how many problems that mistake you made caused. But you never said nothing to correct it. And now you're saying something about the presidency, which is not true. Sitting with people that you used to disrespect daily, at least that's what I used to see, laughing about the fact that you misspoke, not caring about how much damage that caused to Rockefeller. Memphis Bleak told you that started everything. And it's all because of a conversation we had that you went and made public. That's not some Harlem, that's some young. But now that, I would never think that the Cam I knew would use his platform to sit with his old ops and talk about his brothers. And then you attack my art. So I have to address it. You gave an opinion on my art, I'm going to give an opinion on yours. Since Rockefeller, I haven't seen you make a hit record yet. And to the extent that you're no longer, rapping. So I always wondered about that. I'd be like, I don't understand why you're not putting out these records like you used to. But, at the time, I don't think you weren't coming around, because I think that thing had happened in front of my cousin where, homeboy punched you in your face, and you never had that conversation with me. I had to hear about it through my cousin because you're very non-confrontational. I believe that Sen, who's next to you, P-Hef, everyone, all your friends, and we all know that you've always been very sensitive and that you are very overreactive. So it's hard to tell you the hard truth. But the truth, Cam, is I just feel like, you've been overreacting. Also, I haven't seen you in a hit movie or TV show or anything other than interviewing people since Paid in Full. So you're a person that makes movies a lot, but no one hears about them because they're terrible. But I would still promote them. So what I'll do is the same thing I did with 50. Let's go movie for movies. You show your movies, I'll show mine. Show the one where you're being a drama actor, all those things you tried. and let's show honor up. And you show me one movie that you have that you've done on your own that's better than any movie or done better than honor up. Let's just stay there. I might even do paid in full. But also, tell me a movie that you've been in that has been better than honor up as well. Tell me some other movie.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as Dame Dash that jumped all the way out there once again and let niggas know he really don't care. And he's highly upset because that nigga ain't even let his eye heal up yet, or his mouth surgery get worked on, but he got to get some things off his chest, and he coming straightforward and direct at Cameron, that is. And I had a links in the description where you can watch the clip at the beginning in full as he went to America New to address recent things that Cameron had said on his show with Talk with Fleet when he had on Memphis Bleak, and they talked about the Rockefeller days, what kicked off the split up and the divide in the record label. If y'all remember at that time, y'all know how much I done told y'all if you watched the platform. I was a big fan of that era. Everything as a collective, just Jay-Z first off, and then the Rock La Familia days when they brought in Beanie and Freeway State Property coming in, Dipset as well. I love that era of hip-hop, so anytime I see this type of stuff come on, I'm gonna most definitely speak on it, just keeping it all the way 100. But Dame Dash, this goes back because there's several layers to it. If you know, they started back when Dame Dash made an appearance on Art of Dialogue, and he threw Cameron's name out there as one of the people who he done helped in the past that don't look out for him no more. He wouldn't promote what he had going on at the time, as Cameron was upset with Dame, how things played out when Dame and 50 Cent was going back and forth at one point. He didn't like how Dame came to the internet and talked about 50 Cent giving him the doing the pocket taps on him and things, and he said, well, I didn't know you was part of that Pat Pat Club, and he said that he was gonna run some jokes on it. He hollered at Cam backstage, but he came to the internet about it, and it was a different conversation, kind of like Sex played him with it, so that kind of created a little time, and they have both said they love each other, they dogs, they bros. He even calls Dame Dash big bro. That nigga Cameron does, like, he love that nigga Dame, but he said we got that type of relationship where we gonna go at each other. We might not talk for a while, but he said, I love that nigga to death. Well, this is that time now, but because they both got platforms, Cameron got a platform, we see in they little arguments that they do behind the scenes play out in the public. But he went more in depth in the full thing on Dame Dash. He talked about how Cameron went and misrepresented that conversation that started the heavy moment in the Rockefeller split up, where he said, I'm just talking to you about you possibly getting a position, and it wasn't the president position at Rockefeller, which I'm just really getting all the way tuned in that right now. Nigga, I was gonna have you on as the vice president, but I needed to holler at my guys first. I was just giving you some ideas. But when you went to the radio with it, it turned it into what it turned into, and Dame feels away because he's not taking it serious. He's laughing about it. It's a big joke to him, and he like, hey, bro, what you did caused a big crumble. So I'm kind of wondering, do you think this is all fun in the games and you don't think you're serious? Was you doing that on purpose at that time? I was chalking it up to your age at the time, but now I'm feeling like, hey, bro, did you want these things to happen because you never came and fully corrected the things as well? Well, then it led to what Cameron, this is what the other thing that kicked it off with, Dame had went back on Art of Dialogue and said that he doesn't support his Honor Up movie. He doesn't support nothing he got going on. And Cameron came back the last week or the week before that and addressed that. Hey, man, dog, you saying I didn't support the movie. I came to your movie set, wasn't supposed to be in the movie. You just forced me to be into it, and you guilt tripped me into being into it, and I did it. Said you did the same thing with my girl Juju at the time. You forced her to be into the movie, just got her a meet and told us to freestyle it. He said, bro, that's not what I want to do. Well, in Dame's account, this is what Dame is saying. I don't know the truth. Nigga, that's not what happened. You was in multiple scenes throughout the movie. You came 4 different days. And also, you was already telling me that Juju, you wanted to get her out there more and expand her brand. I thought I was doing you a favor. Then he talked about incidents that Cameron been through, saying that, nigga, you're not confrontational like that. He's calling out his rap career, saying, nigga, you didn't have no hits after me. You did other movies. Nobody talked about your movies except the ones that you been in with me, with Paid in Full, what other hit records you had without Rockefeller since you coming at my art. Then he talked about his show. Hey, all you doing on there now was tearing people down. I thought you was better than this. You're talking about me. You bring in your old ops. So I think he really talking about 50 Cent to talk about your homies and your brothers that you love. Now all of a sudden you cool with these guys to come talk down and talk bad about people that you rock with and cool with. So it's just so many layers that he went into of his issues with Cameron right now. We'll just have to see what happened. Cam gonna most definitely respond on the Talk with Flea show. They just started Is What It Is back up, but he's got the Talk with Flea thing on Revolt, and that's where he's kind of addressing this type of stuff and having the old story conversations at right now. So I don't know, man. Them two really rock with each other. Dave did say, hey, bro, let's do a challenge. Let's have it off. Like, let's go at it like this. You want to get some views? Well, hey, man, fuck it. I'll play the view game with you. Let's get it. Hey, I ain't got this. Hey, let's run it up. Let's turn it up. But eventually they'll sit back and talk. They'll figure it out. They know that they rock with each other. Just they get things off their chest. Things come to the internet. Boys feel a way about it. It is what it is at this point. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for Shit Show. Stay on your pivot.